Hey guys, Snortle here. In this video, I'm looking at how Bangalore rates against every other Apex Legend right now in the current season of Apex Legends. And I'm going to look at criteria that I think you should be considering when you're choosing what legend to use for solo play duos or competitive trios. With Bangalore, she's a fantastic legend. She's very popular. She's got some really cool abilities. And based on this scoring that I've set up for ranked games, team abilities, and also negative effects, she scores 2 out of 3. So I'm going to explain how that works and why this is important to consider if you're going to choose Bangalore, so you're aware of her strengths and weaknesses and also how you contribute to gameplay when you're playing Bangalore. So as usual, remember to give this a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this each week. Okay, so here's a rundown. This is based on just my experience with Bangalore and also playing with Bangalore teammates as to how she works and how she affects and influences games, both positive and negative. So first of all, let's break down her abilities. Her passive ability, which is double time, gives her a 30% increase in run speed if enemies are firing on you and your squad. So this is a fantastic passive ability. In fact, it's possibly one of the best passive abilities in the game. Makes it very hard to catch if she's getting shot at. So if you're trying to escape as Bangalore, it's such a great defensive ability that works. But also if you're in a gunfight with one of your enemies, just your movement making you much harder to hit, and compared to them who might be more stationary or slower than what you are, it's such an excellent passive ability, probably one of the best in the games. She also has the smoke launcher, which is 2 shots, causes 10 damage and puts out a big cloud of smoke. This is a really good ability, but it's kind of used a lot of times as a kind of like a oh crap button. Like, oh crap, something's going wrong, I'm getting smashed, or one of my teammates is down, I put up smoke. Now, defensively, that's good. It can also be used offensively to even stop snipers, perhaps sniping in on your position, and so giving you the ability to actually push forward in the open spaces, to actually get closer to them if you're using close range weapons. So it's actually a really good ability, but it does have some negatives as well, which I'm going to get into in a minute. Her ultimate ability is Rolling Thunder, and anyone who's played Bangalore for a while or against Bangalore and you see Rolling Thunder come in, it does 40 damage per explosion, but it does have a massive 8-second delay, which stinks, especially in comparison with Gibraltar's bombardment. The 8-second delay is so long that if someone's standing away from you and they see your Rolling Thunder flare come in and then start to spread out on the battlefield, they can literally just start running forward and they will generally reach you or get through the whole Rolling Thunder bombardment or barrage before even an explosion goes off. So it's quite often that 40 damage per explosion barely hits anything. Other than maybe downed opponents. Plus, it's also so situational. You know, if anyone's undercover or in buildings, it's near impossible to get any hits. Most people just play around it. So, having a look at that, when I rate Bangalore, I look at, well, what are her team abilities? What are the things that she can do that will affect the squad either positively or negatively? Her double time doesn't do anything for the squad. It's purely a solo ability. It's an excellent ability, but it doesn't really do anything for the teammates. The team abilities are really Rolling Thunder and Smoke. So Smoke can be a positive, like I mentioned, but it can also be a negative. There's been lots of times when a Bangalore's been in my squad. Perhaps they're inexperienced, I don't know. But often the case, because it is that oh crap button, when they get into trouble or start taking a lot of damage, they'll often throw out the smoke and move away. But as their teammate, if I'm actually offensively engaging with those people and then all of a sudden there's clouds of smoke, I can't see them anymore. And more often than not, the fight gets reset. It's something that I don't like because the way that often plays out is it delays the length of a battle between you and another squad. And we all know that if you have long battles, you're going to get third party. So I really do think there's some negative effects on this. And this is why I've actually given Bangalore a full tick score for negative effects, because her Rolling Thunder has a negative effect and her Smoke has a negative effect. The Rolling Thunder negative effect is if your teammates are in it, they kind of get stunned and dazed as they're running through it. Again, depending on the experience of the Bangalore, sometimes people will throw it and they're literally throwing it on you and you're a teammate. And it's like, just because I'm right where the enemy is, you've now screwing me over as well. So obviously, really good Bangalores can counter this, but they are things that you want to take into consideration. That both of the team abilities that they have, Rolling Thunder and Smoke, can cause negative effects. Now, Rolling Thunder can also be great for improving position, getting people to back off, especially if you're trying to make it into the next ring, and getting them away from positions, and you can follow that Rolling Thunder as it rolls through. We've used that lots of times. It's been really successful. As far as Bangalore goes in ranked games, she's often rarely seen above the platinum level. She just doesn't have good enough team abilities, and the negatives of those team abilities actually kind of let her down. And so up to platinum level, look, if you enjoy Bangalore, playing her, I think she's a lot of fun. In duos, I love her. Solos, no problem. But in ranked at platinum and above, she just doesn't cut it. There's better choices than Bangalore. So the only suggestion I would have to improve Bangalore, and I hope they roll this out in Season 5, is reducing the Rolling Thunder delay down to about 5 seconds. Actually let it do damage. And I think then it would actually be such a strong change that may actually make Bangalore more popular on the rank scene. So in summary, how do I rate Bangalore against other legends? First of all, she is really fun to play, but her average abilities let her down, and the negative team effects mean you have to be mindful what's going on around you so that you don't negatively impact your teammates.
Watch the ring, that ring's gonna hurt.
Tango kill. Nice choice.
They might die to run.
Yep, maybe. Get on this roof.
Hopefully. Down roof.
This kid didn't play with, it's like 6. He's got such a high-pitched little voice. Oh, we won!
Did you?
Good game, dude. And he said in chat, he's like, let's go!
Oh, that's cute.
That's cool.
Adorbs, mate. Adorbs.
Totes adorbs.